Hello, wine lovers. Hola, amigos. My name is Blake. I am a sommelier from the United States of America, but now I live in beautiful Manta, Ecuador. I love wine, I love food, and I love telling you all about it. And that can only mean one thing. This is Gringo Wine Guy. Well, I recently got a request from a viewer who just moved to Crucita, and the request was to review a budget Chardonnay. I love Chardonnay, and I'm sure there's lots of viewers out there who love Chardonnay as well. I will say this, that in Manta, Ecuador, at least where I shop, it's a little more difficult to find Chardonnay than it is other white wines, particularly Sauvignon Blanc, as I've mentioned in previous videos. Now looking at budget Chardonnay, that is something I guess that's in the eye of the requester. Just what do you consider to be a budget Chardonnay? I will say that when you find Chardonnay here, most of them are going to be $20 to $30. That's not necessarily a budget wine, unless you're looking at in contrast to things from perhaps Napa Valley, Russian River Valley, or Burgundy, France, which could be $70, $80, or $100 or more. Well, I did find what I certainly think is a budget Chardonnay, $8.63 at Mega Maxi Mall del Pacifico. And this is it right here. Emiliana Vineyards, Adobe Chardonnay Reserva, Casablanca Valley, Chile, an organically farmed, organically grown white wine, 100% Chardonnay from Chile. 14% alcohol by volume. This wine also is made biodynamically. This winery practices what's known as biodynamic viticulture, which is really cool. I will tell you a little bit about it here on the screen. And this is a practice that's taking place in lots of other places. I will say that, particularly in Burgundy, France, those who practice biodynamic viticulture charge a lot more money for their Chardonnay than $8.63 as I paid for this wine. This is not a wine that I've had in the past. I am familiar with Emiliana Vineyards. I am not, however, familiar with the Adobe line, so this is going to be new for me. Here's a budget Chardonnay from Gringo Wine Guy. Okay, let's start with the color. The color is somewhere between a pale gold and straw color. I guess it's typical of Chardonnay. I may have expected this to be a little bit darker, more of a gold than kind of a straw color. It has just a slight rim variation leading to clear on the edge. It looks young. I don't even know if I checked the vintage on this. It is, 2020, so it is a very young Chardonnay, Casablanca Valley, Chile. We'll call this straw gold, pale, fading to clear along the edge. I can smell the aromas already coming out of this glass. That's very nice. Smells of lemon zest, maybe lemon cream, I don't get an apple character like I might think with this wine, at least not on the nose. I'm getting more citrus fruit, but lemon curd I think is maybe a more appropriate on the aromas. So a lot of times, particularly with Chardonnay, you can smell the oak that's been put in the wine. It comes off as kind of like a vanilla scent. I'm not necessarily getting that here. I don't know, again, what kind of oak is used on this wine, if any at all. It smells great. It smells fresh. Looks good. This is certainly going to be an $8.63 Chardonnay that I'm going to enjoy. Well, this is certainly a medium, if not full-bodied Chardonnay. By tasting this, I definitely get a good percentage of oak, and it's most likely new oak. That's very distinct. It's very flavorful. So not so much lemon on the palate, but more darker characteristic of white fruit. Even a spice like marzipan, I'm getting that on there. It's really good. I might even be fooled to thinking this was a California Chardonnay. This could possibly have undergone malolactic fermentation, which is a process that changes malic acid into lactic acid and gives particularly Chardonnay a real buttery character. I get more of the oak flavor than the butter flavor, but people who like rich buttery Chardonnays are going to love paying $8.63 for this wine. On the back end, that lemon curd is still there. It's a well-balanced wine, I must say. It's got a great mid-palate. It's got a decent finish. You wouldn't expect a wine at this price to have a super long finish, but it's quite nice. This wine, I think, would be very versatile with a lot of foods. I'd like to speak about some particular items that you can have here in Manta, Ecuador. My wife and I love to dine out quite often, as I'm sure many of you do who might be watching from Manta. First thing that comes to mind would be crepes. At Martinica restaurant, which is a favorite among locals here, they have crepes with chicken and mushrooms. It has a cream sauce. With the weight of this Chardonnay being kind of on the heavier side, medium to full body, that would be a real nice complement with chicken and mushroom crepes with the cream sauce. And again, great place to get that is at Martinica restaurant. They also serve it at restaurant Las Velas, which happens to be undergoing reconstruction right now, so you might be able to get it at a later date. Something else which I think would be fantastic at Botello's, they have an appetizer of salmon tartar. Not only is it the best appetizer in all of Manta, I think it's probably the best salmon tartar I've ever had. Now, they do serve Sauvignon Blanc as the house white wine at that restaurant, so every time I've had salmon tartar, I drank it with Sauvignon Blanc. I think it would be even better with this particular Chardonnay. Something that you can enjoy at home, as I did last week. I was on the roof with my wife and a friend of ours, and we had Chardonnay and baked Brie. You can buy it at the grocery store. Such a simple preparation, just in the oven for a few minutes. You've got warm baked Brie, which is nice and creamy, a little bit sweet. This Chardonnay, again, the fuller body character of this wine, great complement with baked Brie. This would also be great with any number of seafood, even ceviche, something simple like pescado ceviche or just fish ceviche. Great complement, readily available in the town of Manta, Ecuador, and something that you would certainly enjoy. So, in conclusion, I would like to say that Emiliana Vineyards Adobe Reserva Chardonnay, Casablanca Valley, Chile. It tastes terrific. It almost tastes like an imposter. It tastes like a California Chardonnay. For $8.63, this punches way above its weight. This is definitely a recommendation for a value Chardonnay, whether you're in Manta or Crucita, which, by the way, is not too far from here. So I imagine what I can buy in Manta, you can also get in Crucita and some of the other nearby areas in the Manabí province here in Ecuador. This is Gringo Wine Guy. Thanks for watching.